Today's Tuesday, it's the 12th of July, it's 2022, and we're not in Mallorca, we're in Yeovil in Somerset, and it's the first full day of our holiday here in England. And the weather's been pretty kind to us. It was very warm yesterday when we arrived, but the clouds have come now and it's just sort of smoothed it all out a little bit. It's a bit more comfortable. We're just taking Savannah, Savannah, hello, for a little walk, doing our grandparents' duties. And someone was asking me if we were actually going to continue doing videos while we're in England, and yeah, why not? It won't be Steve and Anita in Mallorca, it's Steve and Anita have escaped from Mallorca. We're going to be in England for some time now, and hopefully visiting various different places. Some of them we may have been to before, some new places, and we'll always be looking out for something of interest. And something that might be interesting to some people is that we're actually walking by what looks like a big field. It's actually a runway. It's a runway for Westland. Well, it's not called Westland now, it's called Leonardo's. Some of you may have remembered the Westland helicopters. Well, that's taken over by an Italian company, Leonardo's, and hopefully we might be lucky in the next few days we might actually get to see some of the helicopters taking off. They do actually have a grass runway here, and it's always interesting to see them. These are usually military aircraft that we're seeing taking off and landing here, so it can get quite exciting. Savannah. And it's a nice little walk for us. It's very safe, and if we've got the children, we haven't got Luna with us today, but if she's with us it's safer to walk and no traffic, and we can just go for a little walk and go to some shops. Anita's always obviously admiring the flowers as we walk along here. Quite different from the blooms that we have in Majorca. And they might be weeds, but they certainly add a real splash of colour. And there's lots of bees on here, so great for the bees. Even the thistles are pretty. Morning glory looking particularly beautiful this morning. Just bearing in mind the date, today's the 12th of July 2022, and there's the price of unleaded petrol at the top and diesel at the bottom. Perhaps not the usual place for us to go for a walk, but Anita says the flowers are particularly nice, so we're going to have a look in the Yeovil crematorium. I think I do find crematoriums and places like this which are quite peaceful to walk through, and always have gardens which are well maintained. The gardeners here pruning the trees or something, watering the plants. Actually, there's some hanging baskets there. We're just going around watering them. The baskets look pretty. And they've got a memorial rose garden down there. Not a place I've ever been to before, so this one's actually a new one for me. Just say caution, speed bump. So Savannah, don't go too fast. The tractor's noisy, isn't it? Just looking at it's a little wooded area there, and each of the trees has actually got a little plaque next to it signifying the name of the person whose memory the tree has been planted. That's a lovely idea, isn't it? And benches again with a plaque to say who it was donated by, or in whose memory it was donated. And then we just have a garden of flowers. Their garden of remembrance, where visitors are welcome to place flowers and other appropriate tributes in the memory of loved ones. We're going to make our way out of the crematorium now, and Anita's looking for some knitting patterns. One of the things that she's going to be doing while she's here, I think, is clicking away, which is what she does in Mallorca as well. And this is where we're heading to, the Houndstone Retail Park. It's not a very big retail park compared with many of the ones you get in England, but it's got a few things. Anita's particularly interested in the hobby craft, so that's where she'll be heading. There's still a Curry's here, that's maybe where I'll be heading. So before we actually go to any other shops, we've stopped off for a coffee. And they are giant coffees here. Expensive, and well, I don't know, I haven't tasted yet, so we'll see how good it is. How much is the coffee? I don't know, because I bought those quavers as well. £4.70.
Quavers for £1.80.
Probably not too bad actually. Well, remains to be seen. So cheers, and we'll have a look to see what shops we're going to look in a moment. Cheers. Savannah.
Say hello, Granddad.
She found Hobbycraft, and I think she's probably got what she wanted. Knitting pattern. Keep her busy for a few nights. Well, it looks as though Savannah's getting a little bit weary, a little bit tired, so we're going to head off home, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.